Good morning, and hope you all have been well. In today's video, we are going to be continuing on with our Pokemon Rejuvenation Intense Mode, No Items Let's Play, and this is part 98 of the Let's Play, just to let you guys know. And this is the final episode of the Rejuvenation Intense Mode, No Items Let's Play. So for the final episode, I am pretty much going to be finishing up the rest of the text from everybody here, and then after all of that, I will be going into a lot of discussions, mainly about my thoughts and feelings on version 13 with all of the new story stuff and all of that they've added within the game. I want to talk about my thoughts and feelings on Intense Mode, No Items, and after that I will be getting into future Let's Plays and stuff like that. So yeah, if you do want to listen to all of that, I would greatly appreciate it, especially the last part if you want to. I do want to talk to you guys about, again, future Let's Plays and maybe getting some of your guys' recommendations and stuff like that. But again, we'll get more into that once we get to that topic. So yeah, but before that, let's finish up the rest of the story here. Hello? How does that feel? To be ignored. It doesn't feel very good, does it? Calm down there, Moonshine. It's because of Arrow that you're not cooped up in some pod. I'm very well aware. But it was Arrow who put me in that pod to begin with. I bet that's probably Clear impersonating us and actually, like, putting her within a pod, not actually us. At least I think that is the case. If they had just come with me from the very beginning, it wouldn't have ended up the way that it did. I read that wrong, sorry. Perhaps, but I don't care. I'm leaving. No, you're not. You're going to stop me? I like to see you two try. Or see you try, sorry. Your cute little intimidation act might have worked before, but you're about as scary as a box of Centrets. So like I said, calm down. Arrow, why do you affiliate yourself with such kinds of people? They're my friends. Friends? Them? No, I'm your friend. I've been your friend from the beginning, but you've rejected me. I've tried playing the part and watching you from afar, but I can only take so much. Why am I being kept here? For one, you're dangerous. Second, we have questions. Then ask, don't waste my time. Okay, let's see here. Why the hell did you tell Nim to attack people? You exiled her from us, and because of that, she went rogue. I did no such thing. Why would I even want to save Nim? She means nothing to me. Nim said you showed her a vision of us abandoning her on Valor. Again, I've done no such thing. The last time I saw Nim was when she plunged into a pit of lava. I can assure you that Nim has never crossed my mind since. So it may actually be what Malia suggested. The one manipulating Nim was also Clear. Who is Clear? The woman with red hair, your supposed murderer, which I'm inclined to believe was false all along too. That disgusting girl got the better of me, I'll admit. She used her power to show me Arrow. I fell for it even though I knew it was an illusion. I couldn't help myself. Perhaps if she did it again, I would fall for it a second time. I'm done talking. Fine. Arrow and I have somewhere to be anyway. Stay put and don't cause any trouble. What a joke. I wish to be alone. For a moment. I guess we'll speed up here. Arrow? Knock it off, Venom. Now's not the time. Come on, you have to be curious about this too, right? Okay, Arrow is a conglomerate? I think that's how you say that, sorry if I got it wrong, of souls bound together in one body, who also happens to have addressed lurking as well. Let me ask you this. Does knowing this change your relationship with Arrow in any way? No, not at all. Definitely not. Nah, just curious. Arrow is like a soul hotel. This is the Arrow we've always known. Nothing has changed. Alright then, we're leaving it there. If you have any questions for Arrow, please ask after this meeting. We should start off with what we experienced in what we call the third layer. Alice, Allen, and myself went through the machine's diagnostic pod. None of us had a trace of Genesis syndrome. Good. I'm very glad to hear that, but I don't understand why Malia is the only one who is experiencing the archetype rejection. It has to do with her connection to Maria. I know it. There has to be something we can do. I've brought a lot of medical books and such back with me. I'll be working my butt off to find something, anything that will help her condition. I feel like I've brought a burden onto this group yet again. I'm sorry. Stop apologizing. We're doing this because we want to. That's correct. I won't let this disease take you. Aaron. Additionally, we were able to finally locate the pearl component, and with the platinum component with us now, we have all three. Arrow will be awakened. I read it wrong again. Arrow will be able to awaken Addressed now, sorry. But is that the right thing to do? If we subject Arrow to the power of Addressed, they may experience Genesis syndrome as well. Arrow has already experienced Addressed power actually. What? Remember when Arrow was fighting the Puppet Master? Their appearance changed. The symbol on their back, it represents the core's presence. It was listed in Rune's data, sorry. What we saw in that realm was the true power of the Interceptor. Oh. But you can't hear their voice anymore, right, Arrow? Arrow's voice. That's because even though a connection was made, it was still too weak. Is there anything we can do to make that connection stronger? Addressed may know. I feel like we should ask him. We have all three components now. We should be able to do it. Yes, momentarily, we will be sending Arrow into the Zeit once again. But there's something I have to bring up. It's about the Zempurgis and our next move. Did Rune's data have anything more? Because of Rune, we know exactly what the Zempurgis is and when it's going to be launched. What? Well, go on, don't leave us guessing. The Zempurgis is a Rift Stakataka. It has underlings, but we could not confirm what they were. As for when they're going to release it on Grand Dream City, today is December 4th. Team Zen plans to unleash the Zempurgis on December 31st, New Year's Eve, ending the year with a bang. What a cliche. If we know all of this, we should release it to the public and warn them. That's too risky. From Rune's data, we've learned that the Zempurgis is already completed. If we make this public, they may just release it immediately. Besides, like we said before, we believe there are more Team Zen operatives within the government. It's suicide. Also, with all the numbers, we've concluded that our chances against it are 0. 0%. It truly is unbeatable. Then what do? We nip the problem in the bud. Huh? We know where Team Zen is located. We're going to raid Team Zen HQ and take it down before they can even hope to release the Zempurgis. Team Zen will be no more. What? December 27th, 2 days after Christmas, then we'll do it. That's when we'll do it. Is this really true? We've already started production on our gear for our attack, but what if Team Zen catches wind of our attack? They may release the Zempurgis early as a result in this situation as well. And let's say we do destroy Team Zen. Alexandra said it herself, it's completed. They could release it out of spite, or I don't know. We thought of that, don't worry. I have an idea that will go unspoken of as of right now. This is it. This is everything we've trained for. December 27th, that's the day of reckoning. We can do it. Together it's possible. And guess what? All of this is only possible because of Rune. Because of Rune. We have the exact layout of Team Zen HQ, of the Zen HQ. Sorry, it seems I'm screwing up a lot of these sentences. Sorry about that. That includes secret passages and everything. We know where Madame X's chamber is. Everything. Everything we need to do this. Rune has supplied us with. We have no one else to thank but her. She saved us. Rune, thank you so much. So there you have it. That's just the piss. That's just too long didn't read version of our plan. We'll have detailed routes and teams formed before the end of next week. This is surreal. We're at the end. We are. We'll do this for everyone. Team Zen is taken away. For Kenneth, Taylor, and Vivian. For my real dad, Professor Jenner. For our father. For Alamissa. For everyone. Yes, for everyone. Let's do our best, guys. We're Avium Region's final hope. We will succeed. This is the end of Rejuvenation version 13 Vague Clarity. Thank you so much for playing, and I apologize for the long wait. Please check in for updates for Rejuvenation version 13.5 and the end act of 2, Rejuvenation version 14 part 1, Between Heaven and Hell, version 14 part 2, All in Vain, and version 14 part 3, Our Final Gambit. Big bruh moment. We're done. God, it feels so weird, but I'm happy. I'm glad we're done. This was extremely painful, but I would say it was a fun experience going through this hell. I know I had a voice crack there, but I don't know, it feels weird. It really does feel weird to be done with all of this. But I guess before I just go off on something that isn't one of the 3 main topics that I wanted to get into, let me just first say real quick, thank you guys so much thank you guys so much for sticking along for the Let's Play. I definitely do appreciate it. Whether you skipped around, watched a few minutes here and there maybe, or maybe even watched quite a bit of these Let's Plays, or whatever time you've watched the videos, thank you so much. I definitely do appreciate it. Hopefully you did enjoy this Let's Play. I know I definitely did. It had a lot of painful moments, but again, I would say it was a fun experience trying out this new challenge. So yeah, but again, thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and again, thank you. I really do appreciate it. But before I say thank you a million more times, let me get into I guess the first topic, my thoughts and feelings on the I guess like the redo of version 13, because they rechanged quite a few things, but a lot of the story stuff pretty much stayed the same, sorry, not changed. But I guess to get into that now, I had a voice crack there. I don't know, I liked it a lot. I would say there are a few things, again, like I've said before, with version 12 that I do probably prefer, but I would say for the majority of everything, I really did enjoy it. I like how they added a lot more interaction with the character themselves, or the protagonists, with your friends and the people that you met along the way. I really do like that. I like the whole friendship point thing that they added. I know that was always a thing, but I like how they added like a little symbol that's shown whether you got points or minus points or even neutral. That is very, very helpful. What else is there? Um, Honestly, a lot of the story stuff, I like how they rechanged like the beginning of the game. I like what they've done with Black Steeple, Terrajuma. There was a lot of goofy moments within the game, and I don't know, I really like how they rechanged a few things, even a lot of the like designs too, like the backgrounds of like battles, the redo of Amethyst Cave, like stuff like that. I don't know, I can name so many other things that they've done, but let me just say overall, I've enjoyed it. I really, really did. Again, there are a few things that I wish they didn't really change. I guess for an example, I kind of missed the one scene with Madame X in the past, with the one diary of hers in the one house. I really like that scene within version 12, but there may have been some story changes that they took that out because of, again, story changes, so that might have been the case, so yeah, but I don't know, that was always one of my favorite scenes within the game, and I was a little bit sad when they took that out, but again, like I said before, they may have just done that because of some story changes and stuff like that. I'm trying to think of something else. I think there was a couple of things that I wish they didn't really change, but I can't really think of really too much else. I know that was probably the biggest one, but honestly, if there really was anything else, it was probably a small reason that doesn't really matter or wasn't really a big deal to me at the time, so I guess I'll just leave it at that. But overall, I believe they've done a very, very good job with the game overall. I love all of the changes, all of the good stuff that they've done with everything. And I guess I'll leave it at that. I guess to go into one small topic though, before I get into intense mode and all of that, I want to talk about the bugs again real quick. I know I've made a video during this Let's Play titled Bugs Bruh, I believe, and I went on a rant once I finished up. I believe it was the Isha battle, or before I went into the Isha battle. It was somewhere around there. And I want to say it again. There are a lot of good things within this game, a lot of good story stuff, design stuff, character stuff, and challenge-wise, pretty much there's a lot of things I could list. But I stand by this, and I just feel like this game was severely rushed for who knows what reason there was. Maybe I'm wrong, but there was a lot of bugs going through this game, and that is one big negative that I have with this game. What really sucks is with like version 12, I never really ran into many bugs. I know there were a couple of soft locked areas, but I believe there was always a patch that can fix certain stuff. What was it? There was one with like the train going into the whatchamacallit, the tournament in version 12. Like if you did something with the train, you couldn't go back to the tournament. I remember with the Garbodor battle on version 12, there was an area that you can get soft locked, and that really sucked a lot as well. But other than those two things that have happened to me, I've never really experienced any other bug or any other like major issue. But when version 13 came out for like the first time, there were a lot of bugs. And just to say it here and now, the game is great. But there are a lot of people that would drop this game because of the bugs that were in this game. Yes, there were a lot of patches along the way that fixed certain stuff, but even now, there were still a lot of bugs that even happened to me, even on the latest patch. I guess to give some examples, the Atom battle, whenever you lost as Atom and redid the battle without like closing the game and reopening it, I kind of realized that my team became Atom's team and all of my Pokemon became deleted. All of my Pokemon got deleted. I said that twice. All my items got deleted. Um, Key items, healing items, regular items. You get the point. Pretty much everything on my character got deleted. Um, I know there was the thing with Dr. Isha. Whenever you lost, you became invisible, and whenever you try to walk out, you get soft locked in some spot. I know even before some of the patches, what was it, on Terrajuma, some of my Pokemon on my PC got like deleted and all of that, or went missing, however you want to word it. And there's honestly a few other bugs I can mention, but I'm just gonna leave it at that, and I don't want to continue listing stuff here and there. And there are other bugs that have happened to other people that probably haven't even happened to me, but I know for me I've experienced quite a bit of them, and there are others that have experienced the same thing or maybe even different bugs as well. But I guess where I'm going with this is if somehow any devs or people that have connections with them see this, please take your time with the game. Do not rush it. Do not feel like you need to go fast for whatever reason, whether it's people wanting the game quickly or you just wanting to just push it out and get it out of the way. Whatever the case may be, please take your time. I would rather wait 5 years for version 13.5 to arrive than wait 1 year. And with 5 years there are little to no bugs, and with 1 year there are a lot of bugs, and there's going to be a lot of patches needed to fix certain stuff. That's just my way of thinking and what I guess honestly, yeah, just think, you know? And I just think that's what's best for the game, is just don't rush it, take your time. And if there are people that are wanting it to be rushed, ignore them and just do what's right for you and what's right for the game. So yeah. Again, I know I'm a really patient person. I can continue playing this even though there were a lot of moments that I was pretty annoyed. But I know there may be others that may not be as patient as me and would drop a game like this because of the bugs and all of that. And it sucks when that happens because it's a really well-made game. Like, it's my second favorite game of all time. It has a great story. There really isn't many other games, fan-made Pokemon games that you can even compare to Rejuvenation. Like, this really is a one-of-a-kind game. And it just sucks that bugs and stuff like that could be the one thing that really, I guess gives this kind of a negative look. I don't know the right way to word it, but I think you get the point on that, so yeah. Again, I'm not trying to be like rude to any of the devs. I know they work really hard on these games, but again, I'm just, I don't know, I guess I'm being like a critic or something, or being like critiquing it in a sense. I guess constructive criticism, I think that's a better way to word it, and just giving out my opinion on it. No matter what, they make the game, they make the rules, whatever they want to do is what they want to do. I think no matter what, because I love this game so much with the story and all of that, I'm probably going to still play it, of course. It is my second favorite game, but I'm going to be honest, the bugs are very annoying and very stupid, and I know a lot of people probably would get a lot more frustrated than me. Maybe that's not the case with some, but I feel like there are some out there that would get sick and tired of it, so yeah. But ultimately, it is what it is, and hopefully in the future they do um, fix a lot of that stuff. So, yeah. And I guess just to say one more thing before I get into the next topic, I just want to say this real quick. No matter what, Pokemon fan-made games are always gonna have issues. Whether your game crashes, bugs happen, soft locking happens, sorry. Whatever the case may be, I feel like with a lot of fan-made games, there are gonna be issues. There's no avoiding it. But I feel like if you spend the time to try to fix certain stuff, that I feel like you can catch a lot of bugs before they get out to the audience themselves. And I guess that's another thing too. I believe they even said as well that they're not going to do any beta testing. I really don't know why that is. Maybe because of like spoiling stuff, but I think beta testing is a really, really good way to allow honestly thousands of players to play through the game. And if a lot of these players catch certain stuff, then that's valuable information to the team. So I don't know why this time they decided not to allow that. Again, it could be a big issue that they had beforehand and they decided it's best not to do that. I don't know what the case may be, but I don't know. I feel like it would have been more wise to do that instead of just being like, here's version 13. We didn't really do any beta testing. Here's the game. And unfortunately, a lot of issues came up during all of that, and a lot of patches happened, and I mean, here we are now, so yeah. But I'm gonna stop right there before I go on and on. Let's go into my thoughts and feelings on Intense Mode, no items. So, Intense Mode, no items. This was a very interesting Let's Play. Will I ever do this again? No, I don't think I will. This was extremely painful. I think this is a one-time experience for me. I don't believe I would ever do this again. This was extremely time-consuming. Like, it ate up so much of my time. So I don't believe I would ever do this again. Of course, if Jane decides to continue Intense Mode no items when the game is completely finished, then I guess, yeah, we probably will continue this Let's Play. But I will say I am really, really glad that he has decided to discontinue Intense Mode no items, and I will probably get into that soon. But overall, I don't think I would do this again. It was really painful, very time consuming, but it definitely was a fun experience doing this one time, if that's fair to say. So yeah. So I guess I will go into what I said a few moments ago about why I'm glad they are discontinuing this, sorry. I think my main thing is it's really hard to word because like I feel like one of the main issues was negativity towards other people that struggled with casual or even normal mode, and a lot of like bullying and stuff like that. I think that was one of the big issues. Another issue as well is balancing, and to be fair, balancing is so hard with Pokemon. I don't want to say Pokemon is the most hard game to balance, but I would say it's one of the hardest games to balance. I don't believe there is a simple way to balance Pokemon. You just can't. Like an example, Dragon typing. Back then was the best typing ever. And I don't think many can disagree with that. There are a lot of good typings, but Dragon was the best competitively. I don't think any of us can disagree with that. But then they decided to be like, you know what? Let's throw in fairies. And now fairy types pretty much rule the world for competitive Pokemon. And I would say as of now, fairy types are the best typing in the game, competitively. Again, you can argue a few typings, but I would have to disagree. As of now, Fairy is the best typing, competitively and all of that. And I don't know, no matter what you nerf, buff, anything like that within Pokemon, there are always going to be issues. And I feel like that is the same thing with Intense Mode no items. I'll say this as well. I don't have an issue with, honestly, like 90-95% of the battles. I really don't have an issue with it. I think the mass majority of it is fine. It's not an issue. Like, it's meant to be hard. It's meant to be difficult, you know? Like, that's just what Intense Mode is. I know some may argue with the Saki battle, Gira battle, Malia battle, Angie battle, Eric battle. Well, to be fair, the Eric battle was one of the few that I would say is stupid. But I guess there are a few other battles I would say is kind of OP, but again, like, no matter what, even though some of them are a little bit on the OP side, it's intense no items. It's beatable. I've done it. A lot of people have done it too. And there is a way to win, and that's all that matters. But I guess to say this, like, the more EVs put into a Pokemon, I don't have an issue with any of that. I know the normal is what, 508, I believe. I know a lot of difficult battles had like 252 in almost all of these stats, some even with all of these stats. That was a thing, and I didn't really have too much of an issue with that. Again, the majority of the battles didn't have an issue with. I think there were some that were more on the difficult side that was a little bit unnecessary, if that's fair to say. I feel like the Rylan battle was something else. Malia was something else. Oh, what's another battle? Saki wasn't difficult, to be honest. You can literally just cheese her and win. That one wasn't really bad. Gira honestly wasn't really bad for me either. I mean, I did have a lot of trial and error, but like, I had a team that was pretty much close to beating him. I just had to perfect it off cam pretty much to win, so I don't really want to count that as one of the more difficult ones for me. I know Malia was troublesome. Rylan was troublesome. I guess Narcissa, oh, sorry for hitting the mic. Narcissa was a little bit troublesome, but that was me being stupid at the time. Angie was difficult the first battle. The second one, when you battle with Aaron, was extremely easy for me. I don't get how that one was difficult at all. Cassandra was a little tricky. Eric was just stupid. I'll just flat out say that. That battle was pretty annoying to do. I don't know, I can list off probably a few more, but overall, I don't have an issue with the added EVs in the Pokemon. I don't have an issue with the AI having, I guess, like, a bigger brain pretty much for, like, Pokemon and stuff like that. I don't have an issue with all of that type of stuff because, again, it's intense no items. But there are a few things that I do have an issue with, and I guess I will get into that now. So, I guess the first thing is 3 certain battles. I've been on this rant before, and I will say it again. Battles that do not require any skill, but require the power of RNG to be on your side is absolutely stupid. I hate it. It's dumb. I don't know why these guys would think, oh hey, this is a good idea for intense no items. Like the only thing I could think of is, hey, let's just bring the most amount of pain possible. And if that is the case, then hey, it worked. You did it. It definitely brought me a lot of pain. But with intense no items, RNG and stuff like that does not make a battle difficult. It just makes it time consuming. Because eventually, once you got the right way to go about it, you're gonna win. but for it to take 1 hour in order to get that win because of RNG, to me is stupid. I'm not trying to say like I want to go through this game first try, beat everything, and just tear everything apart. That's not what I'm getting at, but like I should not have to sit there for like an hour, even some battles more than an hour, just because of RNG. If it is strategy based, you know, for the most part, I don't have an issue with that. But when it's 100% RNG, that's where I have the issue. And I guess to give the 3 battles now, the Big Betty battle, that one took me over an hour. I believe with that one, I had to read up on some person's dev blog. They said something that you needed like a flinch, or sorry, not like a flinch, like a will-o-wisp miss. If you get 2 misses, you are in very good shape. And what makes that really difficult is that they made the Pokemon not only have like a better AI, and again, I don't have an issue with that, that's fine, but they gave them better odds on not missing, I guess waking up during sleep better, and just having better rolls with RNG. And I've noticed that a lot with like putting stuff to sleep, with a lot of the times they wake up literally the next turn, and overall just have better odds with like RNG against you. And I don't like that one bit. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair. I just think it's really time consuming. Again, we can disagree, we can agree, that's fine. I just disagree with that whole thing. I think it's dumb. But anyways, with the Big Betty battle, you have to get like a will-o-wisp miss. And I think for me, I got like a crit or something against Big Betty. It was something like that. And I had to go for a game that I did get a miss. But again, like, it was so time consuming. Like, I believe it was like over like an hour and a half at least. The next one was the Ren Battle with Rejuvenation. Thankfully, I got lucky with that one, and it did not take me a lot of time. But again, it's one of those games that once you get the right path, all you need to get is the right RNG. And I believe during that battle, you have to win the speed tie. You have to make sure it stays asleep for like 3 turns. And then I guess high jump kick a few times. And there you go. And again, you have to just keep re-rolling and redoing it until the perfect game. To me, that's not hard. It's time consuming. Same thing with the final battle that I had an issue with, and that's the Ren Battle. You had to have gotten multiple flinches during that battle. And again, it's not difficult. It's just, you're going for rolls. You're going for the chances of going for the flinches, and I've been at that for over an hour. Again, once you figure it out, it's not that bad, but what makes it bad is RNG. And to me, that's not difficult, that's not fun, and I think it's really dumb. I don't know. That's my big issue and my big disconnect with intense mode no items. For the most part, I think the battles were fine. I think there were a few that were a little bit over the top. Again, Rylan, Malia, I gotta give Eric that as well. I don't know. Eric was definitely something else. So, yeah. I would probably say Malia, Rylan, and Eric were the most difficult for me. I would have to say those 3 battles. There are a few that I could name, you know, but I would say for top 3, probably those 3 for me would have been the most difficult, so, yeah. But overall, like I said before, I don't have an issue with the majority of intense no items. I thought it was fine. Of course, like I had frustrations like here and there with certain battles, but again, at some given point, you'll find a way and you will prevail. You just gotta give it the time that it deserves. And I guess to bring up another point, for people that may have issues with the game, I get it, it's not for everybody, but I don't know, for me, for the most part, I didn't really have many issues besides the stuff, the stuff that I listed off earlier, so yeah, maybe some of you guys may have some points that I'm not really thinking about right now that I might agree with you guys about, and that may be the case, but that's how I feel about it. But no matter what, this is definitely not a game, especially with intense no items, that you can run with only like 6 Pokemon and expect to get through it. You have to give it the time that it deserves, especially intense mode no items. You gotta spend the time getting a lot of Pokemon, EV training, having the right IVs, and just sinking a lot of time into this. I guess that's pretty much it on that, so I'll leave it at that. And again, just to quickly summarize it, for the most part, it was fine. It was really challenging. There were a few moments that it got a little overboard in my opinion, but for the most part, it's beatable. You can do it, and as long as you're willing to sink in a monstrous amount of time into this, then you can do it. It is beatable. But again, I'm not an intense mode expert by any means. So yeah, so let me just leave it at that. I guess real quick as well, I do want to also thank everybody that I did give credit for throughout this Let's Play, for ideas that I may have taken from you guys, whether it's in the comments or somebody else's video. I know for every battle, whenever I took a piece of somebody's idea, I've always given credit to them. Thanks to them, and thanks to any commenter that may have given me some inspiration and some ideas. Credit to you for that, and thank you so much for that. I know there were a lot of battles that I did on my own, but there were a lot that I needed to take maybe 1, 2, 3 ideas. I think there was only one team that I pretty much took the entirety of their team for a battle, and I think that was for the Eric battle. Other than that, for the most part, it was either 1 or 2 Pokemon, maybe the max like 3, but I think for the mass majority it was only like 1 Pokemon or 2, so yeah. But anyways, credit to them, thanks to them. Without them, I would have had a much more difficult time with this, so credit to them, and thank you so much for helping me along this Let's Play. I greatly do appreciate it. So I guess I will get on to the final topic, and that is future Let's Plays. So to give you guys an update, so I can give you guys an update, sorry, I feel like I said that weird. This Let's Play is done, completed. Until Jane says we will be bringing it back. There will be no more intense mode, no items. I know I thought about bringing this into normal mode and playing through this, but I've decided to hold off on that because I believe a viewer brought it up beforehand that if there is a time that Jane does bring it back, it would kind of suck to replay this through normal mode and then it be brought back one day, and then we've kind of already finished with this on normal mode. So yeah, I think it's best to hold off on that, so I'm gonna go with what they said a long while back. So yeah, if it does come back, we will start this up. If it never comes back, then I guess you probably won't see this Let's Play ever again. I might just continue it if they never do, but I won't be doing that until the game is completely finished, and if Jane is 100% confirming that it will never return. I know he has said beforehand that he would allow people to make their own continuation of intense mode. I don't really plan to play any of that unless it's officially from Jane and the devs, if that's fair to say. Not that fans won't do a good job, I'm sure there are many talented people out there, but I'd rather play through something that Jane has made, if that's fair to say. So yeah, maybe I'll change my mind, but I'd rather stick to Jane and his team. So yeah. But I guess to get on future Let's Plays now, before I get off topic again, since this is done, the next Let's Play we will be getting into, once it arrives, is Reborn Episode 19. I believe on the beta version thing, it is said that it will be out on May 16th is when the official release is going to be out, and that is when we will be continuing with all of the new stuff that they have added with Reborn. I am very excited to see how everything plays out and how they plan to end the game, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm really excited. It is my favorite fan-made game of all time, and I know I said this as well. Once we finish with all of that, I do plan to do a brand new Let's Play of Pokemon Reborn to see all of the new stuff. I know I have started playing on the beta version a little while back. I don't think I'm super far within the game. I know somebody brought up that they would like me to do a first time playthrough, seeing all of the new stuff, you know, for the first time, not seeing anything new. And just to say it here, as much as I would like to do that, I probably won't, mainly because honestly, it's my favorite game. I have waited like 6 years for this moment. I know there are many that have waited longer, maybe even shorter, but it's my favorite game. It's really hard for me to like not play it, you know? So yeah, I might stop just to see it for the first time, but again, like that's gonna be so long from now, and I don't know if I can really wait and do that. For any other new Let's Play that we do, I am fine not seeing anything with it and doing a first time playthrough with it, but Reborn is just different, you know? I know with this Let's Play, I didn't play Rejuvenation until I went through pretty much the majority of like the new stuff with the story and all of that. So yeah, but for Reborn, I think it's just different for me, so yeah. We'll see what happens, but most likely I probably will still play through the beta version, just to let you know. But once we finish all of the new stuff with Reborn, pretty much continuing on with the first Let's Play, I don't know if we will get into Reborn immediately after. I might get into a new Let's Play, and that's where you guys are going to come on in and maybe give me an idea or even some suggestions for a new Let's Play. I know since this is completed, I'm definitely going to have a lot more time to record Amori and Xenoverse. I don't know if I can finish Amori or Xenoverse before Reborn Episode 19 arrives. I don't think I will, but I know I will make a decent amount of progress with those Let's Plays. But again, eventually we'll be finishing up those two, and soon we're gonna need some new Let's Plays to do on the channel. So yeah, I know I got a list of a few ideas, and whatchamacallit, you know, yeah, I guess I can read them off real quick. Let me go get that real quick. Alright, sorry for the pause there. So just to read off the list here that I got from older viewers from older videos, and even some of the newer ones. We got Pokemon Apathy, Pokemon Desolation, Pokemon Reborn, Pokemon Imprene, Pokemon Alabaster, Pokemon Axis, Pokemon Stadium. I don't think I'm actually going to really do any of the Stadium games, at least not for a long time. Pokemon Kaizo, probably the same thing. I probably won't really get into Kaizo anytime soon, especially since we just finished Rejuvenation and 10 Snow Items. I don't really want to go back to another difficult game, you know? Dark Rising 1 and 2, those were ideas that I brought up, but I don't think I'm really going to play through those unless they finish the third game, if they ever do. Pokemon Insurgents, Pokemon Bushido, Pokemon Xenoverse, well, we are starting that now, and Pokemon, God, I suck at writing, what does that say? Infinity, my bad. I think Infinity was another recent suggestion as well from one of the recent videos, so, yeah. But I guess if there is a game that it did not bring up, whatchamacallit, just let me know in the comment section. Um, I would say a few that I don't know about. Probably Imprene. I don't know about Desolation. I might wait until the newest version of Desolation comes out. Maybe. Imprene is maybe. Reborn is pretty obvious. I already talked about that before, so I won't get into that. But honestly, I'm fine with Pokemon Infinity, Pokemon Bushido, Pokemon Insurgents. I'm probably fine with. I know it's a little bit of a longer game. I haven't played it in years, so I'm fine with that too, I guess. Pokemon Axis, Pokemon Alabaster, Pokemon Apathy. Those are the ones that I would probably be fine doing soon once we finish up either Reborn, Amori, or Xenoverse. So yeah, but again, if there is anything that I did not list off, you can definitely put it in the comment section, and I will definitely look into it. But I guess with that, I guess to give another idea for you guys, I don't know if I will do this. This is a new type of idea. A few of my internet friends, we've tossed this idea around once or twice whenever we're playing Pokemon. They have thought about me adding them to like a video sometime, doing like a Nuzlocke challenge, or even like a Soul Link with them. I don't think I would be able to do a thing that I have like, I don't know, like multiple screens on one video or something like that. I don't know crap about editing, and I definitely don't have a computer, sorry, that is capable of probably editing good stuff like that, you know? So it might be a thing that I record, you know, my Let's Play, and they would just have to say like their Pokemon and stuff like that, and just say within the video their Pokemon died for certain stuff. I don't know if that would be enjoyable for you guys. I thought I would just say it here and maybe hear you guys' opinion. I know my internet friends, let me word it this way. I'm like the calm, laid back, boring person in my group of friends, while they are, let's just say, I don't want to say like the exact opposite, but they can get wild sometimes. Let me word it that way. It might be a fun idea, it might be a train wreck, I don't know, but I don't know. I think we wouldn't really get into fan-made games. I mean, we might eventually, if we do this, I don't know yet. I think we'll probably do like Pokemon Emerald, Fire Red, Nuzlocke, like stuff like that, you know? Or even like Soul Links, you know? So yeah. I guess let me know what you guys think about that. It's just an idea that they've thrown around here and there. I don't know if I will do it. We'll just have to see what happens. But I guess one more idea, a game that isn't Pokemon related, similar to like Amori, is whatchamacallit, Ebe. Ebe is a it's like an older RPG horror game. I really want to stick to like these RPG like style of games similar to like Pokemon, Amori, even stuff like Ebe, and stuff like that. I don't know, it's kind of my, I don't know if I would say it's like my favorite genre of game. I guess it is, because it's mainly the only things that I really play, unless it's like chess or something. I really don't like play a lot of games, to be honest, so these are really the only types of games that I would play. I mean, there are a few that I do play, but that's mainly just to play with friends, you know? Like, I don't really go out of my way on my own to play them, if that's fair. I only would play them if friends wanted me to, so yeah. I wouldn't really say I'm a big gamer, but I do like playing games, if that's fair enough to say, so yeah. But anyways, it's my favorite RPG horror game of all time. It's a really simple horror game. It's not over the top or anything like that. It's more of like a simple, fun game that I know I enjoy. I don't think it would really get a lot of views at all, but again, I like I've said like before, like it's not like a concern of mine to get like, I don't know, like a ton of views or to be popular or anything like that. This is just a fun thing for me, you know. And if people enjoy the videos and want to stick along, great. If this isn't your style and you think I'm a very boring person, yes, you're right, and yes, I understand. I'm definitely not for everybody. But I don't know. I think it'd be a fun thing to do. I like the game. I haven't played it in a very long time, so it'd be fun to go back to it again, you know? Just go back to memory lane. And maybe in the future we can maybe even like check out other RPG horror games and stuff like that. So, yeah. But I guess with that again, give me your guys' ideas and suggestions. I would definitely appreciate it. And I think that's gonna do it for today's episode. We definitely went a lot longer than I wanted to, but it's all good, it's all good. But I guess with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks to everybody that did stick along for the Let's Play. I greatly appreciate it. And also, thanks for 348 subscribers. We are close to 350. If you would like to subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. If you don't want to, that's fine. I know I almost never really ask for subs. The only time I really do is whenever we get close to a goal pretty much, so I thought I would just say that here and now, but again, if you don't want to, it's not that big of a deal. So, yeah, but anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for all of the support, whether you liked, disliked the video, commented on the video, subscribed, or anything like that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, I feel like I said that weird, sorry. I greatly do appreciate it, definitely makes my day, and I hope to continue having fun with all of this, and hopefully you guys enjoy the videos as well, and hopefully we will continue on with these videos. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching, definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.